Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to talk about something that every human being secretly wants, but very few people truly achieve: a simple life. Imagine waking up without stress, living your day without confusion, and ending your night with peace instead of pressure. Sounds impossible? It is not. In the next few minutes, you will discover how small changes can completely transform a complicated life into a simple, calm, and meaningful one. Stay with me till the end, because this video has the power to change the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you live forever. Chapter 1. Understand what makes life complicated. This chapter opens our journey by helping English learners clearly understand why life feels heavy and complex. Before we try to change anything, we must first learn to see clearly. Awareness always comes before action. Most people walk through life trying to fix problems without truly understanding them. They feel stressed, tired, and confused, but they never stop to ask one simple question: why does my life feel so complicated? The truth is very important to accept. Many people believe that life is naturally complicated, that stress is normal, and that pressure is unavoidable. But in reality, we create most of the complications ourselves through our daily habits, our thoughts, and our choices. Think about it for a moment. A child lives a very simple life. They eat, play, sleep, and enjoy small things. But as we grow older, life slowly becomes heavier. Why? Because we start collecting too many responsibilities, too many desires, too many comparisons, and too much information. Step by step, we fill our minds and schedules with unnecessary things. We say yes to almost everything. We try to do too much at once. We try to please too many people, and without realizing it, we build a life that feels like a heavy bag we must carry every day. Let me ask you some honest questions to help you reflect. Have you ever felt busy all day but achieved nothing important? Do you check your phone first thing in the morning and immediately feel stressed? Do you often say yes to things you don't really want to do? Do you compare your life with others on social media and feel unhappy? If your answer is yes to even one of these questions, then you are already experiencing the signs of an overcomplicated life. These questions create powerful top moments because almost every viewer can see their own life inside them. Modern life constantly pushes us toward more. More work, more money, more success, more followers, more entertainment, more information, more goals, more expectations. Society teaches us that having more will make us happy. But nobody teaches us that having too much can make us tired, anxious, and confused. This more culture silently destroys simplicity. The more things we add to our life, the less space we have for peace. The more voices we listen to, the harder it becomes to hear our own heart. One of the biggest everyday examples of complexity is our relationship with our phones. Many people start their day by checking messages, notifications, emails, and social media. Within minutes, their mind is already full of other people's opinions, problems, and expectations. Instead of beginning the day calmly, they begin it with mental noise. Another common example is saying yes to everything. A friend asks for help, and you say yes. Your boss gives extra work, and you say yes. Someone invites you somewhere, and you say yes again. Slowly, your calendar becomes full, your energy becomes low, and your life becomes stressful. All of this happens not because life forced you, but because you never learned to say no. Trying to please everyone is another big source of complexity. Many people live their life according to what others expect from them. They worry too much about opinions, judgments, and approval. Instead of asking, "What do I really want?" they keep asking, "What will people think?" This habit alone can make even a simple life feel extremely complicated. Living without clear priorities is also a major problem. When you don't know what truly matters to you, everything starts looking important. And when everything is important, life becomes chaotic. At this point, it is very important to understand something deeply. Simplicity is not about running away from life. It is not about quitting your dreams, ignoring responsibilities, or living without goals. Simplicity is about understanding life better. It is about knowing the difference between necessary complexity and unnecessary complexity. Some things in life will always require effort and responsibility. That is necessary complexity. But many other things, like overthinking, comparisons, and time wasting, are completely unnecessary. Learning to separate these two is the first big step toward a simple life. Let us look at a few practical mini lessons. First, recognize mental clutter. Mental clutter is all the unnecessary thoughts that fill your mind every day. Worries about the future, regrets about the past, comparisons with others, and fears that may never come true. Second, identify your time wasters. Notice how much time you lose on social media, unimportant conversations, or activities that add no real value to your life. Third, notice emotional overload. Pay attention to which people, habits, or situations drain your energy and make you feel heavy. These small observations slowly open your eyes to the real reasons behind your stress. For English learners, this chapter also brings important vocabulary and expressions. Words like stress, pressure, balance, clarity, priorities, and boundaries are not only language lessons, but also life lessons. Understanding these words helps you understand your own life better. Language and life grow together. By now, one powerful truth should be very clear in your mind. Life is not complicated by destiny, it is complicated by decisions. Every unnecessary yes, every wasted hour, every comparison, and every unimportant worry adds another layer of complexity to your life. But the good news is this: if decisions can make life complicated, decisions can also make life simple again. This understanding prepares you emotionally and mentally for the practical steps that are coming in the next chapters. Once you realize that you have the power to change your habits and choices, you stop feeling helpless. You stop blaming life and start taking responsibility. And that is where real transformation begins. Remember this important line as we close this chapter. When you understand the problem, you are already halfway to the solution. Chapter 2. Build simple habits for a simple mind. After understanding the causes of complexity in the first chapter, we now move logically into solutions. Knowing the problem is important, but changing the problem is even more important. This chapter focuses on habits and mindset, because real simplicity always begins inside the mind. If the mind is messy, life becomes messy. If the mind is calm, life slowly becomes calm. No matter how organized your house is or how successful your career becomes, if your mind is full of noise, worries, and confusion, you will never feel simple or peaceful. Let us start with a powerful truth. Your daily habits create your daily life. Many people wait for big changes to happen, but simplicity is not built by big events. It is built by small, consistent actions. This chapter will teach you practical habits that reduce mental noise and increase inner peace. These habits are simple, easy to understand, and perfect for English learners who want to improve both their life and their language at the same time. The first habit is starting the day slowly. Most people begin their morning in a rush. They wake up, immediately grab their phone, check messages, read bad news, and jump straight into stress. This habit programs the mind for anxiety from the very first minute. A simple life needs a calm beginning. Instead of touching your phone, spend the first 10 minutes in silence. Drink water, breathe deeply, look outside the window, or just sit quietly. These small actions tell your brain, today is not a race. Today is a peaceful journey. How you start your morning decides how you experience your whole day. The second habit is avoiding information overload. We live in a world where information is everywhere. Social media, emails, videos, messages, news, advertisements. Our minds are not designed to handle so much input every day. When you consume too much information, your thoughts become scattered and tired. A simple mind chooses what to allow inside. Reduce unnecessary scrolling. Choose 1 or 2 useful sources of information instead of 10. Remember this important line. Not everything that is available deserves your attention. Another life-changing habit is practicing gratitude. Gratitude is one of the fastest ways to simplify your mind. When you focus on what you already have, you stop chasing unnecessary things. Every day, take 1 minute to think about 3 simple blessings: your health, your family, your opportunities, your food, your home. This habit trains your mind to see abundance instead of lack. A grateful mind is automatically a peaceful mind. Focusing on one task at a time is another essential habit. Multitasking may look productive, but it actually makes the brain confused and tired. When you try to do many things together, you finish nothing with full attention. A simple life follows a simple rule. Do one thing, finish it, then move to the next. This habit improves concentration and reduces stress immediately. Instead of saying, I must do everything today, say, I will do one important thing properly. Here comes a strong top moment for you to remember. Your mind is like a room. If you never clean it, even a palace will feel like a prison. This sentence explains everything. Mental cleanliness is more important than physical cleanliness. That is why we introduce the idea of mental minimalism. Mental minimalism means keeping only useful thoughts and removing unnecessary worries. Just like you clean your house and throw away useless items, you must also clean your mind and throw away useless thoughts. Learning to say no politely is another powerful habit. Many people feel stressed simply because they cannot refuse others. Saying no does not make you rude. It makes you responsible toward your own peace. You can say simple sentences like, "I'm sorry, I can't do this right now," or "Thank you, but I need to focus on my priorities." Every respectful no protects your time, your energy, and your mental simplicity. Stopping overthinking is also a habit that must be practiced. Overthinking does not solve problems, it only multiplies them. Whenever you catch yourself thinking too much, gently bring your mind back to the present moment. Ask yourself, is this thought helping me right now? If the answer is no, let it go. A simple life requires a disciplined mind that knows when to stop unnecessary thinking. Creating personal boundaries is equally important. Boundaries protect your mental space. They help you decide what you will accept and what you will not. Without boundaries, other people's demands will control your life. With boundaries, you control your own peace. A simple person knows their limits and respects them. Now let us talk about some techniques you can apply today. First, write a to-do list with only 3 tasks. Not 10, not 15, only 3 important things. This small habit removes overwhelm. Second, take short breaks without guilt. Rest is not laziness, it is mental hygiene. Third, end your day with reflection. Spend 5 minutes asking yourself, what went well today? What can I improve tomorrow? What should I let go of? These simple questions slowly train your mind to stay clear and focused. Always remember, habits decide destiny. Big dreams without small habits are only fantasies. But small daily actions, repeated consistently, create a simple and peaceful life. You do not need to change everything at once. You only need to improve a little every day. Simplicity is not a miracle. It is a skill that grows with practice. By now, you should feel something important inside you: hope and confidence. You are learning that simplicity is not far away or impossible. It is built through ordinary habits done in an intentional way. Anyone can practice these habits, no matter their age, job, or situation. The power to simplify your life is already in your hands. As we finish this chapter, remember this final connecting truth. Once your mind becomes simple, your surroundings must follow. Chapter 3. Simplify your environment and relationships. In the previous chapter, we learned how to build simple habits for a simple mind. Now we move one step further. This chapter expands the idea of simplicity from the inner world to the outer world. A calm mind is powerful, but even the calmest mind struggles in a chaotic environment. The truth is very clear. Our physical and social environment strongly affects our mental peace. If your surroundings are messy, noisy, and stressful, your life will automatically feel complicated. That is why simplifying your environment and relationships is an essential part of living a simple life. Let us begin with your physical space. Look around you for a moment. Your room, your desk, your home, your workplace, what do they look like? Are they clean, organized, and peaceful? Or are they full of unnecessary items, clutter, and disorder? Many people do not realize that physical clutter creates mental clutter. When your space is messy, your mind becomes restless. You waste time searching for things. You feel irritated without any clear reason. A simple life needs a simple environment. Start with small, practical steps. Organize one room at a time. Remove items you do not use anymore. Throw away broken things. Donate clothes you never wear. Clean your work desk. Arrange your books and papers. These actions may look small, but they create a huge difference in how you feel every day. Decluttering is not only about cleaning a room, it is about cleaning your life from unnecessary weight. Every item you remove gives your mind a little more space to breathe. Now think about your digital environment. In modern life, our phones and computers are also part of our surroundings. For many people, the digital world is even more chaotic than the physical world. Endless notifications, hundreds of apps, thousands of photos, and constant social media updates steal our attention every minute. This is why digital minimalism is so important. Reduce notifications on your phone. Delete apps you do not really need. Organize your files and photos. Control your social media time. Do not let your phone control your life. These topics create strong engagement because almost every viewer struggles with digital overload today. Ask yourself a simple but powerful question. Do I control my phone, or does my phone control me? If your phone is always pulling your attention, your life can never feel truly simple. A peaceful digital environment leads to a peaceful mind. Set specific times for checking messages. Avoid mindless scrolling. Unfollow pages that make you feel negative or anxious. Remember, simplicity in the digital world is just as important as simplicity in the real world. Another important area of your environment is your daily routines. Creating small routines like daily cleaning, weekly organizing, and regular digital detox can slowly transform your entire life. Spend just 10 minutes every day putting things in order. Clean as you go instead of waiting for a big mess. These tiny habits keep complexity away before it even begins. Simplicity is not created once. It is maintained every day. Now let us talk about something even more important than physical objects: relationships. The people around you are a huge part of your environment. Not every person deserves unlimited access to your time and energy. Some people bring peace, positivity, and motivation into your life. Others bring drama, stress, and negativity. Learning to recognize the difference is a powerful life skill. Many people feel emotionally exhausted simply because they keep the wrong people too close. Toxic relationships complicate life more than any other factor. These are people who constantly complain, criticize, judge, manipulate, or drain your energy. Simplifying life sometimes means reducing contact with negativity. This does not mean being rude or selfish. It means respecting your own peace. Learn to set healthy boundaries in relationships. You do not need to answer every call immediately. You do not need to attend every gathering. You do not need to listen to every complaint. You are allowed to choose who you spend your time with. Surround yourself with positive and supportive people, those who encourage you, respect you, and inspire you to grow. A simple life grows naturally in good company. Here is an emotionally engaging truth to remember. Your environment is like soil. If the soil is bad, even a good plant cannot grow. You may have great dreams and a good heart, but if you stay in negative surroundings, your life will always feel heavy. Choosing the right environment is choosing the right future. Simplifying relationships also means learning to communicate clearly. Speak honestly but kindly. Avoid unnecessary arguments. Do not hold grudges. Forgive quickly and move forward. Emotional clutter is just as harmful as physical clutter. When you clean your relationships from misunderstandings and negativity, your heart becomes lighter. By now, you can see that simplicity is not only a mental decision, it is also a lifestyle choice. It is about how you keep your room, how you use your phone, how you organize your day, and who you allow into your personal space. Every small improvement in your environment slowly improves the quality of your life. As this chapter comes to an end, one big lesson becomes clear. A simple life is built both inside and outside. First, you simplify your mind, then you simplify your surroundings. When these two work together, peace becomes natural instead of difficult. Let us close this chapter with a smooth connection to the next step. When your mind and environment are simple, the next step is to simplify how you live every day. Chapter 4. Simplify your goals, time, and emotions. The final chapter of our journey brings everything together and focuses on long-term life management. Up to now, we have learned how to understand complexity, how to build simple habits, and how to simplify our environment and relationships. Now it is time to go even deeper and simplify three of the most powerful areas of life: goals, time, and emotions. These three areas decide how peaceful or stressful our everyday life feels. When they are complicated, life feels heavy. When they are simple, life becomes light and meaningful. Let us begin with goals. Many people feel stressed not because they have no goals, but because they have too many. They want to change everything at once. They want to become rich, successful, healthy, perfect, respected, and happy, all at the same time and as fast as possible. But complicated goals create complicated lives. The more goals you add, the more pressure you feel. A simple life requires simple goals. Instead of trying to fix your entire life in 1 week, focus on small, consistent improvements. Choose a few meaningful goals that truly matter to you. Ask yourself, what is really important in my life right now? When you reduce the number of goals, your mind becomes clearer and your energy becomes stronger. Avoid the pressure of perfection. Perfection is one of the biggest enemies of simplicity. Many people delay their dreams because they want everything to be perfect before they start. But a simple life does not need perfect actions. It needs consistent actions. Create realistic daily routines that you can actually follow. Do not promise yourself impossible changes. Promise small changes that you can repeat every day. Remember this truth: progress, not perfection, creates a peaceful life. When your goals are simple and realistic, your heart feels calm instead of anxious. Now let us talk about time. Time is the most valuable gift you have, yet it is the thing most people waste without realizing it. Life becomes complicated when we rush, multitask, and overcommit. Many people run all day, but they still feel they have no time. They try to do 10 things at once and finish none of them properly. But being busy is not the same as being productive. This is one of the strongest top moments of this chapter. You can be busy every minute and still achieve very little. A simple life needs simple time management. Learn to prioritize important tasks instead of trying to do everything. Every day, choose what truly matters and focus on that first. Reduce time-wasting activities like endless scrolling, unnecessary gossip, and unimportant meetings. Protect your time the way you protect your money. Live at a comfortable personal pace instead of copying the speed of others. Another powerful truth to remember is this: a simple schedule creates a simple soul. When your day is organized and balanced, your mind automatically becomes peaceful. Stop overcommitting yourself. Many people fill their calendar with things they do not even enjoy. They say yes to every invitation, every request, and every responsibility. Then they wonder why they feel exhausted. A simple life needs strong time boundaries. It is okay to say, "I cannot do this today." It is okay to rest. It is okay to move slowly. Time is not a race. It is a journey to be lived calmly and wisely. The last and most emotional part of this chapter is about simplifying emotions. Even if your goals and time are organized, life will still feel complicated if your heart is heavy. Emotional clutter is often heavier than physical clutter. Many people carry past pain, regrets, anger, jealousy, and fear for years. These emotions quietly control their happiness. To live simply, you must learn to let go. Start by releasing the past. The past is finished, but many people keep living there mentally. Holding old pain only makes today difficult. Ask yourself, is this emotion helping my present life? If the answer is no, slowly learn to release it. Stop taking everything personally. Most of the time, other people's behavior is about them, not about you. Forgive yourself for your mistakes. Every human being fails, learns, and grows. Self-forgiveness is one of the greatest gifts you can give to your own heart. Reduce emotional overreactions. Not every problem needs a big reaction. Not every opinion deserves your anger. Not every situation requires stress. Choose calmness instead of drama. Practice gratitude, acceptance, and self-compassion every day. These are powerful tools for inner freedom. When you become gentle with yourself and others, life automatically becomes simpler. As we bring this chapter to a close, let us connect everything we have learned. Simplicity is not one single action. It is a combination of clear understanding, good habits, healthy environments, wise time management, meaningful goals, and peaceful emotions. All 4 chapters are connected like pieces of one puzzle. When you simplify your mind, your surroundings, your schedule, and your heart, life slowly transforms in the most beautiful way. Always remember, simplicity is a journey, not a one-day event. You do not wake up one morning and suddenly have a perfect, simple life. You build it step by step, choice by choice, day by day. And here is the final powerful message of this chapter. A simple life is not built by big changes, but by small, peaceful choices made every day. If this message helped you, inspired you, or made you think differently about your life, then join our learning family. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss our future lessons. Hit the like button to support this video and write in the comments which part of simplicity you are going to practice first. Your one small action encourages us to create more educational and meaningful content for you. Thank you for watching. Keep learning, keep growing, and always remember, a simple life is a beautiful life. We will meet again in the next video.